in the very prestigious Snowball Derby down at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. Christian Eckes joins us. Christian, congratulations. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, good. Not as well as you, for sure. Man, what a finish to that one. 4 lead changes in the last 2 laps. Beat John Hunter Nemechek to the line by 17 one-thousandths of a second. Talked to John Hunter the other day. His opinion was the guy with the last crossover move wins, and that ended up being you. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We put a good race on for the fans, and, I'm glad it ended up in my favor, but, it was just a really good race.
He said it was good, hard racing, and I guess if he's happy with the last 2 laps as the guy that didn't win, you probably are too, huh? Good, hard, clean racing for the most part?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There was a little bit of moving off the corner, but, it's just part of racing. We both did it to each other, but didn't wreck each other or anything like that. We just raced really hard and, put on a really, really good show for the fans.
It wasn't all easy for you, for sure. Ended up spinning on lap 75 and had to dig yourself back up out of the hole. Did you think that probably your shot at victory lane was gone at that point?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought our day was over. After that spin down the backstretch, we were on a little bit different tire strategy, so we had to start a little bit deeper in the field with a couple other the competitors. And, I thought our day was over once we had that accident, but luckily enough, we were able to fix the damage and come back through the field and, get in position to have a shot at winning it.
Did you leave for Pensacola? Obviously, that is a stacked field. The biggest day, arguably, is qualifying day to find out who just gets to stick around for the main event. Did you head for Five Flags thinking that you had a legitimate shot to win that thing, or would you have been happy just to run top 10 maybe?
Oh, yeah. My goal going into the weekend was just to get a top 10 and, bring the car back in one piece. I had no idea that it would end the way it did, and, luckily enough, it ended this way.
So at what point in the deal did you get close enough to the front that you started harboring ideas of doing something pretty spectacular?
Basically after that restart when the bottom group had a little bit of a mess up and, I was able to roll the top around them and get behind Ty Majeski and them. And once I passed Ty Majeski for the second spot, I was like, oh, well, this is actually happening. I'm going to have a shot at winning the Snowball Derby. But, as soon as I caught up to John Hunter, it really just started sinking in, wow, this is as good as possible.
You ever felt that kind of pressure before to be right on the doorstep of winning that a race of that magnitude?
Oh, absolutely not. We won this Myrtle Beach 400 this year, but it still wasn't as big as the Snowball Derby. So, definitely, it's just, it was really nerve-wracking being behind them and, how much is on the line and everything like that. So, I'm really glad it worked out in my favor, though.
Is my math right? I believe you've won the last 3 major super late model races you've been in. You mentioned Myrtle Beach, and they are 400 there, the Thanksgiving Classic, and now the Snowball Derby. You're on a bit of a roll right now, young man.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a lot of good luck the past 3 leagues, and, basically the whole season we really didn't have a lot of luck. And, I'm glad it finally came around here at the end in the biggest races of the year.
What's next? Do you have somewhere you can go this weekend to try and keep it going?
No, actually, our next race is going to be in January 30th, I believe, for the Speedfest 200 and Cordell.
Well, look at the bright side. You'll be undefeated for 2 months then.
Yeah, absolutely.
How tough was dealing with the rain? I mean, there's never anything good about rain at the racetrack, but it costs everybody money, and it's, and from your point of view, it's darn frustrating too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we're in Pensacola, and there's not a lot to do in the rain, but luckily enough, we were at the house enough so I could watch replays of the whole entire race from a couple years past. So, it prepared me a little bit more to figure out what was going to happen and how track race and everything like that.
What did you learn in terms of, maybe saving your race car?